Another question here at HomeShowRadio.com, and Mike from Galveston has one about his re-roofing.
Yeah, he's looking at getting a radiant barrier, and he doesn't have an attic as much as a crawl space.
Oh, okay.
So Mike writes, I'm about to have the roof replaced, and I'm wondering if I should go through the trouble and expense of adding a radiant barrier to the attic, since now will be the only time I'll have access to it. The insulation was blown up into the attic, post-Ike, and I'm sure it's a mess up there. Tom, what say you?
You know what? If I'm going to guess ahead a little bit and assume something. He's talking about, since they're tearing the roof off anyway, we'd cut a hole in the plywood, get access to the attic, do the stuff, patch the hole, put the new roof on. If that's what I'm hearing, it's not a bad idea to have someone like our insulation guru, Chris, go in, make a hole, get in there, do his stuff in probably one day.
Yeah.
Radiant barrier, fix up the insulation, seal the little cracks and crevices, just like you did at my house, and then have your roofer come in right when he's done, make sure that's all kind of organized, and put the new roof on, patch the access hole or 2 access holes that he had to do, which is not a big deal. So yeah, it would be kind of a clever way to go, and maybe your only chance for a while.
If he's redecking, should he consider going with a radiant barrier deck?
If you're going to tear the whole deck off, which usually you don't.
Right.
But let's say you did, then yeah, a tech shield, or not a tech shield, but a
polar ply.
Yeah, one of the plywood. Because especially down in Galveston, one of the plywood products with the radiant barrier would be great. But I don't think he's going to be doing that.
Okay.
I think the decking will stay. But if you just cut a 4x4 hole, believe it or not, Chris can get down in there. And his guys will bring lights, and they'll go in there.
It's fun to watch. I mean, I'll tell you what.
He did a great job in my attic.
There are few people who are as passionate about what they do as Chris is about insulation. So.
And he knows his attics. So it's a clever and good way to go, and less expensive than you would think.
When we, at our very first house back on Rincon, when we bought it, we wanted to have a light above the front door because it was like a recessed front door.
Yep.
And the problem was the electrician couldn't get in there because the pitch of the roof, he literally couldn't get to it. That's what he said. So
yes.
What I told him was, well, can you be here next Wednesday? Because that was the day we had the composition and shingle roof taken off, and they had to redeck. And so he showed up Wednesday morning, and there was no roof on the house. And I said, is that enough space for you?
There you go.
Do you have a question? We'd be happy to help you out, too. Click on the Ask Tom button, send it. We'll answer it in a video or Sunday morning. Tom is here every Saturday and Sunday live on Sports Radio 610 waiting for your call.